in heaven. They know where he is. It's a tall order to ask for. He gets a headshot. What is this?
Well, the whole thing is he's eating time now here too.
He's still. Oh, he gets taken down though by Revolite. Sorry, my bad. And they are gonna pick up the defuse. But man, are they making these save rounds expensive? They really didn't have a lot of money. Tech 9s and Mac 10s, but whew, taking that op out of Devil's hands again.
Yeah, well,
they're really showing their aggressiveness, and I mean, man.
Well, it's last round.
And we saw as soon as they started building enough of a bank to get the ops in play, that's when the momentum started swinging for unexpected victory. That's when, even after the executes come out and potentially 15 Kings get the first entry, then the ops start getting those refrags. They start getting the holds onto the sites, and then that's been changing the entire dynamic of all these A hits.
Exactly, and they're giving Devil, because they know Devil's playing on the A site, and they respect that because they're using, almost all of the utility every single time they're entering on these sites. So I mean, they don't want to give them the chance of being able to pick him off, because I mean, a couple of rounds ago he gets a triple kill. One of them is a no scopes. I mean, you have to respect that, right?
Yeah.
That they certainly doing a great job here in this round to get it back. If they get a 9-6 here, they start Prodi.
Actually gets 2 into the halls, so
getting up a couple there. Good job, Prodi. Scruffy will take down Goldie here. Vampy on top of Heaven's gonna grab one there, taking down Ryson. 2 members left here. Scruffy gets taken down. Skiz now the lone member for the 15 Kings.
Yeah, Scruffy got trying to rotate all the way back through Old Bomb, but
that was not the round that 15 Kings was hoping for. I think that one round was so far, because Devil picks up the last kill onto Skiz, but that one round was actually quite strange, because everywhere they tried to entry, I mean, they were just getting answered everywhere. Prodigy picked up 2 kills onto the halls, and Devil picking up kills and back site. Like that was a very big change of pace for unexpected victory.
So good adjustments from UV. And here's the question for both teams now. If you're sitting on both these teams, are you happy with that half?
Yeah, well, it's an interesting question because it was such a bad start for UV1, and then they were able to bring it back, so momentum's potentially on their side. But 9-6 on the CT side of that's basically just like the baseline of this map, right?
Yeah,
on
I think that's about the split you expect.
Yeah, so now it's a bit scary for UV1 if you ideally would love to be like 10-5 or whatever, but if you can at least carry over some momentum over into the second half here, which is starting now, hopefully.
Oh no! Little love tap, love tap. It's fine. It's okay.
Running a CA. It's okay.
Yeah, it was just too easy. They were thinking they don't want it to come back to her.
And this is gonna look like a set inner bomb site play with this smoke here.
I like Skiz kind of trying to get some pot damage over here through the wall. Yep. That's a little cheeky, but this is going to be exciting though, because we haven't seen UV on the T side yet. True. So it's clearly they have some things practiced here.
If we can spectate Prodi here with the utility.
Yeah, we'll move over to see what Prodi's doing here. He's making noise right now as they wait for execute to completely finish over here. But right now, trying to force someone on 15 Kings potentially to over-rotate here. He takes a little bit of damage for that little bit of a play there. Smoke is going to end up taking down Devil.
Yeah, Devil actually pushed up. Oh, 2 people actually pushed all the way into the A side. So I'm curious exactly what their plan is here, because they are executing on the B side. Smoke comes out, some flashbangs as well. So they are executing. They know they're here. All the players are here. It's going to be a long-range battle across this bomb site.
Scruffy's got a good angle behind them. Revelite's in a bunch of trouble. Skiz will eventually take them down. Goldie, though, will take down Fatal. So turn it into Goldie now as he's fighting 1v1 with Scruffy here, who will finish them off. They got the plant, though, at least.
A little bit of a BM.
They'll get the defuse here.
BM extra shots, but they did get the bomb down. That's your primary objective on a T-side pistol round. Obviously, it'd be great if you did win, but you're more concerned about the money.
Interestingly enough, they're going to show them that they can be just as aggressive. They're just going to be buying up right now. They are forcing. Wow. Deagle. They got I'm such a boomer. What is this gun called? The cheap AK that nobody likes.
The Galil.
The Galil. Thank you. Jesus, such a boomer. Come on, Meg.
I mean, no one ever buys a Galil anyway.
No, I mean it's a tough gun to use because the spray pattern is just so awkward. Different from everything else. The M4, the AK.
What spray pattern?
Yeah.
Fair.
There's Smoke in a crazy spot right now. He picks up one if it's a 1-for-1 in the end. Something you like a little better for the side. But nice shot from Skiz. Will give them the numbers advantage now. So 3 members left of UV1 here. Ruffy making their way into this site here. Goldie
downtown.
Now. Yeah, making their way downtown. Goldie. I tried not to make that joke every time I say it.
And from downtown. Goldie taking some shots, though.
Fatal, meanwhile, he'll take out Devil. Nice headshot there. Trying to spray down another one, but Prodi will eventually take them out. Skiz then takes out Prodi, leaving Goldie by themselves. That Ryson eventually cleans up, so it's another strong start for 15 Kings in this half.
I liked the gusto. They were so aggressive, but I mean, they got the 1 kill, they got answered back, but they seemed to just
that was
fizzle out.
That was a questionable like investment call. I feel to force up, but
especially if you're going to be forcing up like that, and then take these long range battles with Max and Galils, and then just kind of stop dead in your tracks on the push. It's a little questionable, but.
And here comes the smoke flash into inner.
Here you go, Prodi doing a decent amount, taking a decent amount of damage rather, as they are trying to push on to here. Ryson probably should have been taken out, but Skiz had his back, takes them down. Ryson then turns up and takes down Vampy. They do get this bomb plant 2 off again. Goldie's gonna take the one down with the D, but 1 smoke will finish them off. Revelite and Devil meanwhile are by themselves over here. Scrappy's gonna move forward.
Wow, flick.
Revelite here is around this corner. Can they finish him off? Revelite will actually pick up 1. He's moving up aggressively forward. Will meet up with Ryson, who gets advantage of him.
He was trying to recover the rifle just at the end there, but
a little greedy.
They did get the bomb down though, and that was the entire objective. So now I think they're debating: do we bring out an op on T side?
I think that's the conversation right there. He has money, and they are going to do that.
Yep.
I mean, if you have the money, you need to make these aggressive plays, right?
Let's stick on Prodi and see where this op ends up.
They're starting to move forward here.
GoTV does what GoT wants.
It knows.
Goldie, meanwhile, walks up, takes a nice one down. Giving them a bit of numbers advantage. Revelite backs back up to pick up the bomb. Devil's going to meet a couple here. Sprays 1 and
Devil!
Devil with 6 HP left. It's just enough.
And it doesn't matter he has 6 XP. I think he knows that that's all there's going to be on the B bomb site. So he throws down the smoke and just goes straight into the. But I mean, it's just Vampy throwing them for a loop, going into the A site, see if he can catch some rotates, picks up smoke. That was a really nice play by them. And now they have both bomb sites. And you can see Devil on the map. He's just kind of like pushing through that B bomb site, trying to catch this guy off guard. But I mean, the A bomb site's there. It's 4v1 Fatal with just a FAMAS and just one flashbang. Seeing if he can pick something off from the downtown, but Revelite is gonna stop that dream.
Excellent play.
Yeah, that was just a 200 IQ play. Even though you did clear out 3 that pushed in from the B site, and everyone thinks, oh, okay, they're just gonna go B because they won the site. You just rotated back in through Pop Dog A, planted A, and then that's how that round unfolds. So good IGL call there.
It's quite interesting that Devil is kind of like leading the charge there, getting the double kill, and Prodigy's actually going to be on the op, because as far as I knew, Devil was their opper, but I mean, Skiz is going to open up the CT side by getting 1 kill.
Revelite. He's going to spray down
another 2, though. Is getting pushed, and Ryson was able to pick up the AK, so a bit more firepower left.
Still here, probably taking a decent amount down.
Oh, he gets 2 headshots!
Oh my god!
He gets the double. This is
gets the op as well. Recovers it. Oh, the only saving grace is that UV has the B bomb site, and they're going to be able to get the plant down, but no op and Scruffy.
Yeah, and now they're in a 3v1 retake situation.
Oh, and he's coming from behind.
Oh
no!
It's all on Goldie, sitting to upper. Has to get that molly on.
Oh,
and he gets ops.
Taken down. What a round from the pistols.
Heartbreaking.
Yeah, 3K by Scruffy, 2K by Skiz, and heartbreaking is certainly the word as this game is suddenly tied up now at 10.
Skiz the MVP, getting those 2 kills, pushing through A. So aggressive.
No, Scruffy.
Oh, so it's Scruffy. Sorry, Scruffy.
Double headshot in T-spawn.
Sorry. My bad. But yeah, that was, wow, very aggressive. I mean, like, what are you going to do? You only have P250. I mean, you have to know that those kinds of pushes are going to be coming. I mean, you've seen how aggressive they were on the T side. They weren't afraid to show it, and they were just going to be answering back as well. But we have a double op here on the CT side with 15 Kings. Prodigy again on the op for the T side, so we're going to see what's going to happen. Prodigy, sorry, my bad.
Oh, nice one!
What is this?
That was insane! Yo, somebody clip that. Somebody clip that.
Oh my goodness.
ESPN, we're coming.
Oh boy. Yeah, that's a beauty.
So we obviously knew that angle, and that's a prepped research shot. So insane kill on a J Fatal there.
Huge, just makes your life a little bit easier as moving into the next round. They're starting to move towards.
I think Magni's starting to eat a little bit of a humble pie for the Prodi, although Scruffy returns onto Revelite. So
yeah, we're back to even numbers now. Oh, a bit of a misstep there, but
yeah, the vent on the way.
Yeah, it should be all right.
They moved it.
Here you go now.
Bit of utility coming into the inner bomb site.
Let's see there. Still 50 seconds left in the round. They've yet to really heavily push in any sort of direction here. As we see Skiz
they really can't commit to one. They can't commit to one bomb side or the other because, I mean, they heard some utility, but they haven't really committed yet. So I mean, they still have to split their team here. Still 2 and 2 on the B site and A site as well. They still, I mean, 30.
Yeah, and they're spreading out really well. So you see they're smoking that lower ramp, cycling their smokes pretty efficiently here. So just more and more time getting eaten off the clock to where you're gonna have 20 seconds to execute and plant if you're on the tees.
And change of pace. They're coming out of Pop Dog as well. So Vampy opening up, picking up smoke. Oh, catching the arm off of Goldie over. Sorry, Devil. What am I talking about? Who just died? Skiz. I don't know what I'm talking about. Somebody else.
Bryson coming in. We'll take one more as 2 people are left on each side. Bomb is planted. What can they do here? Scruffy now with Prodigy's taking down Bryson. That leaves Scruffy by themselves to walk up into here. He's going to walk up quietly, but we'll just be right in front of Prodi.
Right. Oh, he sees him.
Oh, the scope. Oh, he's going to take them down. Devil now. He's going to go over here.
He's back green.
Pros don't fake, so we might just stick this one here.
Oh, he got it!
Oh, a couple heartbreaking rounds in a row.
Oh.
And he stuck it and lived with the op. Wow.
Because I'm not too sure if he can wallbang through those trains. I think that's what he was trying.
So I think the approach there was he was going to try to shoot him in the foot and just get him off the defuse, but Scruffy with just balls of steel just held down that use button until it got defused.
You know the age-old saying.
Pros don't fake.
Pros don't fake.
Pros don't fake.
Pros don't fake.
Yeah, that was.
Boys, I gotta ask you a question. So are you also on the Go TV, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. I'm gonna end the Discord streaming to you guys. Maybe that's causing the lag. Because it's been
no worries.
a little bad. So, as I scuff the stream and try to get something out of it. It's the first time I've had technical difficulties on the stream.
It's
so
Shaw's fault.
It feels bad, but
I mean, we're around. What do you expect?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you guys are just 100%.
We bring the baseline curse with us wherever we go.
Oh yeah, AYB offline. Never forget.
I mean, have we ever experienced good service at baseline when we were there?
Smoke taking out Revelite now.
One time.
A very aggressive push from Smoke, but Vampy answering back on the A site, taking down Scruffy, and I believe I don't think he did. I wasn't even. I was 2. I was listening to Johnny the entire time. I can't even remember if he had an op or not.
Now we're even 4-4 here. Things kind of slow down to a crawl as Vampy tries to take another flick.
Certainly was here. Patient play by UV1 in the past little couple, but they, of course, have lost a couple rounds. A couple heartbreaking rounds, really, in a row. So this one feels really important just because you don't want to just completely get this to slip out of your hands here. Force
well,
2.
Looks like this is going to be a B fake here as Goldie's going to throw some set nades and they're going to try to commit a set piece to the inner rotating through Ivy.
But they're not taking the bait. They're sticking on that A side. There's only one person actually rotating.
Nice flick from Vampy, catching him jumping off the train.
Able to get that one down. Prodi now moving forward too as well. Skiz will take down Goldie, but Vampy's on top of the train. We'll get one more.
Yeah, they know he's locked down in Pop Dog. Here comes the nades.
Devil!
Oh, Devil picking up the nade kill.
Kobe RIP.
Prodi
one
will
coming out of
meet
Z,
Ryzen.
and yeah.
There we go. That was a huge round. Again, a couple heartbreakers for UV1. That rounds they probably felt like they should have won. They needed to get that one. It's tied up again, 11-11. And as well,
Goldie sending a little message with the Glock spray down there at the end, saying, "Hey, we're still in this."
they're certainly
Yeah.
doing a good job.
15 Kings, full saving here. Only a few P250s, some armor on Scruffy, and a flashbang. So, I mean, most likely they're going to be trying to hold from very far angles, but we'll see. We already have a bunch of set nades coming in from UV. See if they'll act on this as well. Scruffy seeing if there's anyone down alleyway, not finding anything, going back to the A site, and Fatal taking a lot of fire damage from somewhere. Not exactly too sure. Open Pop Dog.
Yeah,
No aggressive pushes working for 15 Kings yet with those pistols, but Devil and the rest of UV doing a really good job of just using their utility to push back because they know they're going to be on a save for this round. So they're not going to be taking any chances.
They know they don't want to have that same repeat round where they lost to its essential same buy. So they're just being nice and patient. They have the rifles, they have the armor, they have the utility that we can just take our time, get our info, and then just be nice and clean.
They're trying to keep
bit of a mishap from Prodi, but
yeah.
Waiting 45 seconds left around here. UV1
and the call from 15 Kings is they think it's going to be an inner hit, so they've stacked 4 on the site. So
yeah,
this could be deadly. P250s in the face.
Oh, they're all there, but Vampy gets the opening frag of that one. And he gets 2. He's got himself 3. He entry fragged and took down 3. Devil takes down another one, leaving just smoke by themselves. Goldie finishes that one off. Huge round win. What a performance by Vampy.
Yeah, good anti-eco. Vampy and ended up taking down all those initial kills, because the scary part is when you have a stack on the site, even with just pistols, if you kill the first 2, you think, oh, we're probably in the clear. And then that's when those eco kills will start coming out. So Vampy just stayed on target, taking down 3, and they were able to clean it up.
Yeah, really good job on them, and the patience as well. Like, still using all that utility to try and flush them out. Amazing call by 15 Kings, though, to say, like, hey, I think this is going to be a B hit, so we're just going to stack this. We're going to play it safe. It's just unfortunate, though, like you were saying. I mean, getting the triple kill, I mean, playing long range from the B sites didn't really work out for those pistols is all. But, I mean, what do you do here for 15 Kings? You're down around. They have momentum. They have money. You really only have money to force buy here. You have an MP9, an UMP, a CZ, and 2 P250s, and really only 2 flash.
Everyone's just trying to stay over 2K to do a full investment in the next round, which is smart. So
yeah,
it's going to be a tough round here, but UV kind of
again.
showing the dominance, and Vampy showing his dominance with the Galil of all things, picking up the headshot on Rice, and Smoke answering back, picking him up. With that P250, it's going to be a 4v4. And
forward. Oh, he's going to get 1. Potentially could have got 2, but Fatal takes him down. Goldie will eventually trade that back, but it trades once again with Fatal. 2v2 situation now. Fatal moves up. He grabs another, leaving Prodi by themselves with the op. Scruffy is now trying to move forward here to take them down and finish this off here.
And they have the bomb as well, so they can just kind of sit back. They know he has an op. They don't have to push him. He doesn't have a lot of utility left. So, I mean, it's going to be an op and a Glock versus an UMP, but it's Fatal with the MP9 picking up that last kill on Prodi and picking up the op as well. That's going to be huge because they were strapped for cash. Wow, these pistol rounds, though, they're so back and forth.
And that's the dangerous part. So Vampy did the right thing, push out aggressively, and then saw there was at least 2 or 3 in the courtyard there by E-Box, got the one, but then they decided to take the fights in the choke against the pistols, and then that's where you're going to get these trades, and then anything can happen. You have to recalibrate, no, okay, we got bomb down, but we can still take map control. And they decided to, hey, you know what, we're going to take some aim duels, and there you go, that's how the round went, so. High risk, high reward.
Little cheeky pop flash from Smoke there on Ivy.
Oh.
And yeah, here, Fatal picking up one. Skizzles as well.
Yeah, Skiz is having a... Oh, good timing for the ladder, though.
Skiz! Oh, and he might still be able to get another one here. He's trying to get him through the
Devil
smoke.
Not quite able to find him.
Yeah, he's going to have to run away from that one. Skiz down to 15 HP, but he's done plenty of damage so far in this round as Devil and Prodi now are starting to hang out here. Possibly just want to save these AKs for the next round. Is here, man of this round.
Yeah, they're probably just going to hold showers and offices and just try to wait this one out.
Hoping for the save, because I mean, really, you're only 4 rounds away. I mean, 3 rounds after this from losing the entire match. So I mean, what else are you going to do? I mean, I feel like the pressure's really impacting UV right now, because I mean that push from outside on A sites.
Yeah.
I mean, who is it? You're just dry peeking into ops and into Skizzy and Pop Dog.
Well,
I mean, I feel like
Fatal got one through the smoke right to start it off. So like when you get hit with that and you're automatically into a 4v5, it's what do you really do?
I don't think dry peeking into the A bomb site where there's an op, there's going to be at least one more person watching that. I mean, if they just picked up the kill, there's more than one, right? Is that the play to just dry peek like that?
True. So now this is where the pressure is going to get applied, because this next round is potentially make or break for the whole match, because we're going to be sitting at 13-12. So
you see here, we're sitting on a 35, 39, 35. Like, they are strapped for cash. They might be able to get, some armor and an AK, Galils. Yeah, they're going to be going for Galils and a Deagle over here with armor. So it's going to be rough, but they're really going to have to pull through and show what they can execute here on this T side.
Man, I just think back to around 10-10 when those rounds that UV1 just were at an advantage and dropped, and now you're seeing how close this game is, and it feels bad here. Scruffy doesn't miss that one, just takes out Vampy, but at least that's the guy with just the Deagle, so it's like the least damage you could do to UV1 at this time. So,
and the thing that might be dangerous here too is like they're super deep in Ivy, and they're also pretty far up B halls here, but the bomb is still in spawn. So they dropped the bomb by the dumpster, so regardless of what play they make, the other 2 players are going to have a super long rotate, so that could definitely mess up their timing.
Ooh, Proddy.
Some utility going back and forth on Ivy. Oh, Rebel like getting taken out.
Counter flash, but gets caught.
That's just some CS timing there. He was blind when he got that kill, too, on Reverlight.
Proddy doing a good job to get the trade.
Is meanwhile sitting up here in heaven, just waiting for the rest of you to come. Proddy, Goldie, and Devil are up, but of course, they got only 10 HP on Proddy there, and potentially they're looking to see if they could just get some picks here, just try to hurt the economy a little bit of the enemy team, because
they need to make both of these smokes they have left work together, because they're going to be coming up against 2 ops. So there's one.
Tough one to deal with there, looking the wrong way, and Scruffy just finishes them off. Bryson, meanwhile, does see the smoke come out, tries to slow him down by firing through the smoke. Does get a little bit of damage onto Devil. They're trying to get at least the plant off for the money. Doesn't have the time to do it, so can you at least just get some kills here?
No.
He picked up one, but not enough. Skiz takes that round, so it's 14-12 now for 15 Kings, and UV1 gotta cut something out here.
They didn't even get the bomb plants. They're hurting for cash. So really, at this point, they have to make a decision. Are they going to be forcing, playing for the win, or are they going to be just trying to tie and save? It's a tough choice, especially being on the T side.
Yeah, that's what the pause is. I'm assuming with the Deagle buys that they're likely going to go for a tie.
It looks like it, yeah.
Or
but, I mean,
they
are.
AK. Okay,
they're going for the win. They're going for the win. But I mean, this round they need to use that utility. I mean, they know they have at least one op on the A site. They don't have the information that they have 2 because they only saw Scruffy.
I think they know they have 2 there because J Fatal's been hitting it, and he hasn't died. So
fair. Yeah. So I mean, they need to make this utility work for them because they don't have the range. They only have 1 AK and a Deagle, I guess. But I mean, they have to execute something here.
Yeah, with the MAC-10s, it all has to be pure speed here.
Yeah, they're trying to come up fast.
Fatal! That's not fair!
Not fair at all. Smoke picks up a couple
4 people instantly down in the beginning of the round. Smoke just dominating, picking up that AK as well. There's just not much Revelite can do. I mean, who knows? He has the bomb. He has a Galil. He's an Olaf. He has the element of surprise on Scruffy as well, but Fatal picks him up off from the top of the train.
Then it's these perfect timings that ended up coming out, and they do have something to invest at least. The majority of them have AKs, but 15-12 crunch time. It's match point and round for 15 Kings, so it's all or nothing for unexpected victory here.
Yeah, they're certainly got to clutch it out now. Obviously, have to win every round in a row here. 15 Kings
Looks like
in
going
a
to be
good
going a
situation.
little bit slower, at least. They're kind of playing
Scruffy
for picks.
aggressive.
Scruffy seeing if he can get anybody. Takes a little bit of damage.
Oh,
Picks up Revelite, though. Oh, and another flash coming out. Knows somebody's there. Waiting for the rotate. Finding the person trying to help him out. Prodi getting taken down. Scruffy's just playing so well, dominating that Ivy and Alley area. Like, what do you do?
And that's just that confidence. When you know the other team's gonna play passive, you're like, okay, I can just challenge you then.
Exactly. I mean, no amount of utility is going to be helping you at that point when you're so aggressive and he's not afraid, right?
Yep.
Well, Devil.
I mean, the game sense though on Scruffy there when he's picking up that kills. Like, okay, somebody is pinned there behind that train, so he knows to peek out because somebody else is going to be helping out. And just the game sense was just off the charts.
They go walking through halls, but Skiz is kind of anchored by spools here as the nades come out. Here's the audio's going to relay it.
Trying to get the execute here. He's going to look away in case there was a flash.
Bombs down.
He's able to grab one. Vampy takes down Skiz. Goldie, meanwhile, is taking a little bit of damage from the fire here, but he's going to walk forward here. He's got to deal with 4 members left. It's 1v4 now for Goldie. By yourself here on match point. He snuck behind them at least. Can he make something happen here? Does see Fatal there, but doesn't quite have the angle for the nice little shot here. But look at this trigger discipline. Waiting for them to walk around.
Patient.
Oh my goodness. Now that he's seen, he's going to take the fire shot. He picks up one, throws up the volley. Down to 31 HP, trying to pick up someone else, but it's not going to be enough.
Yeah, good try from Goldie. GG's.
That is GG for 15 Kings.
Yeah, that will be...
Unfortunately, their 0 has been taken. But we knew this going in that this was going to be their test. So I think they played well. I think there's a couple of those kind of chaos rounds. There's definitely some ecos they never should have lost. So when they go back and watch this demo again and get a replay and kind of watch the stream, they're gonna see, okay, yeah, we were sloppy here. We could have cleaned this up a lot.
Yeah, for sure. I want to see if I can get Revelite, the IGL of the team, to come and talk, because I'm very curious on how the comms went on that one. So gonna look over towards the Discord here and get onto the UV11 and then try to get an interview there with Revelite if we can. But it was a close match. It was pretty much everything you wanted in terms of excitement. But of course, if you were cheering for UV1, it is an unfortunate result. And I do have to apologize for the difficulties of the stream. I'm not sure. It probably has something to do with my internet speed today. I don't know why. The upload wasn't there. Looking at all my PC stuff, that all seemed going fine. Tried ending the Discord stream, still was a little bit laggy. So I'm sorry, folks, for the folks who were trying to watch a smooth stream. It's been smooth every other stream. But again, these two cursed me. So we blame them.
We'll take the blame for that. That's fine.
Yeah.
I pay for terabyte internet, and sometimes I'm going to have to talk to Shaw and smack him in the face for today. But
definitely.
Welcome to Manitoba infrastructure of our internet. What can you say?
Yeah. But yeah, GG's. Honestly, well played game all around. It's just 15 Kings getting that slight edge and then just able to close it out. So
I'm just really punishing for those aggressive plays as well, right? I mean, and also just knowing when to be pushing and all that.
Mm-hmm. All right, we got Revelite in the room, everybody. So it was a tough game, and I thank you for joining me for an interview. I know sometimes after a loss, it's not the most fun thing to do, but I appreciate you coming out, my dude.
It's the worst.
Oh no, man. A loss, although it's a shame to see, it's a learning experience, and we've never had a game where we've lost, at least in a competitive match. Obviously, scrims is something else. So
yeah.
For us, this is definitely, I don't want to say eye-opening because it's not like we never expected it, but it's something that we're going to take seriously.
Yeah, for sure.
That's the best way.
So let's just backtrack to coming into the day. You kind of know you destroying it on train. Obviously, you're going up against lower competition kind of in the past couple of weeks, but you're feeling good on train. You're coming up against this team is very, very strong. What was the attitude of the team just before the match started?
Well, the team obviously, everyone has a really good attitude towards playing the game. For practices, we practiced a lot of our setups, made sure that we had everything ready to go. The biggest problem I feel like during that game was just we kept on getting into positions where we couldn't really do much but get one and then get killed. And to be fair, there were a lot of rounds where we got surprised by what they were doing.
Yeah.
But that's just the way it is at this kind of league. You know, you can't really prep for everything. And like I said, now that we see what could happen, I guess it's a little bit more obvious what we should be expecting. So
yeah. Speaking of prep, I just want to ask one question. For the map vetoes, did you guys choose train, or was that 15 Kings' choice?
So the way the map vetoes work in Open League, or at least throughout the actual league, not the playoffs, is we both ban 3 maps. But the thing is, we don't know what maps we're banning. We might ban the same maps.
Oh,
so,
okay.
Yeah.
So it's blind bans. Okay.
It's and then it just picks from whatever maps are left.
Oh, okay.
Gotcha.
All right. Wasn't 100% sure how that worked, but so thanks to you for that insight too.
No problem.
All right, so yeah, so you get into this match and you kind of get a little bit behind the 8 ball. They have just a little bit of a hotter start from you, but you guys seem to pull it together. Obviously, you got back to 9-6 in the first half. So what did it kind of take when you guys were behind? Like you as the IGL, like what are you telling your team to get yourselves kind of back into it? Because it seemed like once you guys got ops in your hands, the CT side was fine, but it was just a tough start. But what was it like from your position?
So when it comes to me calling, usually for CT side, it's kind of we do really limited changes from the beginning of the round. Usually we start our rounds a lot similarly from our setups. And when it comes to what I add on, I usually tend to, because I'm on B, I usually tend to not want to speak for anyone on A side unless it's something major.
Right.
I trust in all the players. You've seen what they can do themselves. So they work together. It's all about keeping good comms and just paying attention to what your teammates are doing as well as what you're doing and not trying to make any mistakes. So for me, on as an IGL, it's usually off the start, but everyone likes to contribute their ideas, which is what I like. And yeah, that's pretty much it.
So coming from a standpoint that we've never really seen you guys, at least in this open series, playing the T side on train, and we've noticed that you guys are you're not afraid to be aggressive on CT. You know, you're pushing, you're making these bold plays. But now I feel like this team kind of gave you a run for your money. They're just as aggressive. They're not afraid to be pushing on the CT side. So as an IGL, how do you kind of step back and restructure your plan on the T side when you notice that they're pushing through the entry point at A? You know, they're pushing onto Ivy. Like, what do you do as an IGL? How do you regroup and attack again?
So we used our tack pauses to kind of catch a breath and talk about what's happening. For the most part, we tried to run defaults to just keep map control and to let them take the space that they want. Maybe not freely, but if they're going to drain their util, it's still a benefit on our end.
Yeah.
And we did want to end up execing with full on smokes, but something kept on going wrong. Either we got picked off or something just kind of became unstable. But when it comes to my end, it's pretty much just trying to make sure that we keep as much of the map and give as little as we can at the same time of not giving up too much in the sense of like lives. But unfortunately, this game wasn't our best showing for what we can do. And when it comes to the next ones, I'm sure you guys will be a lot more impressed with our performance.
I mean, on the impressive side, I mean, to be fair, you were the best headshot percentage in the server with 25%. So I mean, even for the loss, you still played great. I'll give you that.
Like, yeah, definitely good. I have a question about the ecos and the anti-ecos. So especially on your guys' T side, I think the most pivotal rounds and the rounds where when you guys lost would end up in a little bit of a string of consecutive losses were those anti-eco rounds. And when we were spectating, it looked a lot of it was just timing or maybe mispositioning, maybe not getting a trade or taking fights in really close chokes. Can you give a little bit of like insight as to kind of how those rounds went from your point of view?
So we were, like I said, we were running defaults, and we had Vampy and T-Con a few of those rounds where they ended up rushing down with pistols. I believe that's what you're talking about, right?
Yeah, there's a couple of those. Yep.
Yeah. There was a lot of miscommunication for retaking it, because obviously we were trying to work together on retaking it, and just misfortunate swings. I made a lot of mistakes on my end. Vampy made a few mistakes on his end. So in the end, those rounds, they were pivotal. You're right, and they did contribute to our loss. And I mean, I don't know really what to say. It's a lot of just us making mistakes when we shouldn't be. And it's just a learning experience in the end. We're gonna get better at it.
Yes, those are all fixable issues.
We're still a young roster, and we haven't had the experience to or the chance to review everything yet. With matches back to back a few times a week and lives getting in the way. We do try and practice as much as we can, but obviously you can only do so much.
Yeah.
But like I said, this is all learning experience, and coming back into the next few, we're gonna show you what we can do.
Well, Rev, I really appreciate it. I'm glad to end on that note because I think that's a strong one. Again, thank you very much. I know sometimes after a loss you don't necessarily even want to talk to anybody, so we really appreciate you coming here. We really appreciate your candid answers too. They were really honest, and I don't even think we didn't even throw you any softballs. We were just like, what went wrong?
tell us how you failed.
Yeah, and you certainly answered it with a lot of poise and just a good honesty that I really appreciate. So Rev, good game, man. Either way, I look forward to how you improve from this one, of you and the whole team improve after this one, and good luck in future games, and obviously I'll be casting him. Yeah,
I really appreciate you guys as well. Thank you so much for your hard work, and I'll see you guys in the next match.
Yeah, for sure. Thanks, Rev.
Sounds good.
Bye-bye.
All right, folks, that will end it for the evening. That's Revelite. Of course, he applies the music for the stream too as well. So that will finish off the night. Any closing thoughts from you two while we head on to here?
I would say that was a tough match, but the benefit that they're gonna get as a team, like Revo was saying, the benefit they're gonna get by learning from taking just this one loss. They didn't get knocked out of a tournament. You know, they're still one of the top teams in the whole league. So they're gonna take the lessons, go back, improve, and then again they're gonna show us what they're gonna do in the future. So I think this will be a net positive, even though it's a loss today.
Yeah,
I couldn't have said it better myself.
I don't know what you guys are. Did you guys want to plug anything at the end of the day? Do you guys up to anything that you want people to see?
Yeah, I'll plug something. Follow Johnny Esports on Twitch. You follow on all the social medias. This guy breaks his back to cast all types of games, including Counter-Strike. So give him a follow, give him a subscribe, throw your money at him. That's my plug.
100%. Jack of all trades here. You guys should definitely be checking him out on every social media platform that you can.
Yeah, thanks guys. It's at Johnny Esports on Twitter and Instagram, of course, right here on Twitch as well. Thank you to the new followers for the day. Scoops Games, Irish Genesis, him. Hi, my name's Perma. Sorry, I couldn't read that properly at first. And Jim_Elite, thank you for the follow today. And I apologize, folks, for the bit of the sketchiness of the stream today. From what I can tell, it was just my upload today wasn't having it, and I don't know why. So I'm gonna go yell at Shaw, and we'll go from there.
Everyone's on that Friday night Netflix.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. It's such a feels bad because, like, again, it's been like a flawless stream so far, and like the one time it's really lucky is the one banger of a match. It's the one time it was a laggy stream. So again, I apologize for that, folks, but I hope you enjoyed your time here anyway, and we'll see you next time. Obviously, like they said, follow UV1_esports on Twitter as well to see when matches are live, as well as my own Twitter for Counter-Strike, Valorant, League of Legends, whatever. I cast almost everything, so it's fun. Thank you guys so much for joining me, Ark and Magni. It was a throwback to Baseline days, and I appreciated having you guys. I love the trio cast.
Anytime.
Jumping on each other, and the energy gets ramped up so high because there's three of us. And it's entertaining. It's fun. And also, thanks for covering me while I was trying to fix technical stuff.
No worries. Anytime.
All right. We'll see you all, folks, next time, and peace out. Have a good evening.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Shawty give me fake love, then I gotta deal with it on my own. Hate it when I act tough, when I'm going through stuff, so nobody knows when something's wrong. I'm looking for safety, could you be that maybe? Be there with my highs and all my lows. Trust me, there is plenty, the weight I have is heavy. Born this way, this ain't the life I chose. Oh, oh, oh. deal with it on my own. Hate it when I act tough, when I'm going through stuff, so nobody knows when something's wrong. I'm looking for safety, could you be that maybe? Be there with my highs and all my lows. Trust me, there is plenty, the weight I have is heavy. Born this way, this ain't the life I chose.
It's been a while since I woke up and genuinely smiled. It ain't my fault that I always seem to lie, and I don't wanna lie, yeah. We got our ups and downs, but we still together. I slow it down in this lonely weather, and I won't fall down slowly like a feather, and I won't stop loving you never.
Hate it when I wake up, shawty give me fake love, then I gotta deal with it on my own. Hate it when I act tough, when I'm going through stuff, so nobody knows when something's wrong. I'm looking for safety, could you be that maybe? Be there with my highs and all my lows. Trust me, there is plenty, the weight I have is heavy. Born this way, this ain't the life I chose.
Yaga V's been poppin'.
Fade in, fade out, I've been feeling K'd out. Take one, take two, you can say I'm better now. Zone in, zone out, feeling higher than the clouds, feeling higher than the clouds. I ain't fucking coming down. Bitch, if I want it, I cop it. Surprised by the size of my wallet. I made my money, not talking. Right on beats, I clock it. Y'all be running and walking. I hear the Ripper, he knocking. I know who gonna be laughing when I'm gonna be dead inside of my coffin. All this shit I've been on it. I've been fucked up and honest. The shit I'm doing the hardest. Adding on to all my problems. I know I can't solve them, so I'm just gonna off them. They think this shit is for them. Man, you should've just saw it. Fade in, fade out. I've been feeling K'd out. Take one, take two. You can say I'm